Hello everyone, Jules here. Today I'd like to talk about a card and CD set that is actually a course on pathworking with the Qabalah, and it's also a course about Western magic. And the name of this set is Your Unseen Power by Dolores Ashcroft-Nowicki. And the subtitle is Real Training in Western Magic. This was published in 2006, and here is the box. And this is actually a one-year course for people who are interested in learning about pathworking with Qabalah, or the Tree of Life, as it is also known. And there is other information in here as well. It comes with a workbook and with 9 CDs, and the CDs have guided meditations as well as information about how to do pathworking with Qabalah, the elements, the different pantheons, and doing inner work, inner preparation, meditation, all of these kinds of things that are important for learning about Western magic in order to do pathworking with the Qabalah. So here is the box, and it is a hard cardboard box. It was published in 2006. And here is the workbook. And it's divided into chapters for each of the different parts of the information that's in here. And it's a very good workbook. It starts with the basics about Western magic to begin with, and it describes all the different elements and aspects of that before it gets into pathworking and the Qabalah. So it's a very well written book. Dolores Ashcroft-Nowicki has written many books on pathworking and the Qabalah, as well as other books on Western magic, and she has her own mystery school which is called Servants of the Light, and that mystery school is still running, and there is a website for that as well. And the great thing about this, the way this has been organised, is because there are 9 separate CDs, they actually correspond to the chapters in the workbook. So it has been designed so that you listen to each of the CDs first, and they're all numbered from 1 to 9. And after you listen to each CD, you then read the corresponding chapter which relates to the information. And this is a one-year course. So it's recommended in the book that you spend at least a month with each CD and each chapter, so that you're probably spending more like 6 weeks on each CD and each chapter. It could even be more than that, but they recommend that you spend at least a year working with the CDs and the corresponding chapter. So it's very well organised and well written. And then there's also cards that come with this set, and the cards are information cards. So there are information cards about two different pantheons. In this case, there are cards for the Egyptian pantheon, and there is a separate set of cards for the Celtic pantheon. So the Egyptian cards look like this on the back. The cardboard is very good. But these are not meant to be oracles, these are information cards. So for example, there is a card on each of the gods and goddesses of the Egyptian pantheon, and this one is information on Anubis. And it goes all the way. There are 14 cards, so there's one on each of the Egyptian gods and goddesses, and it goes from Anubis to Thoth. So these are great cards for learning about the Egyptian pantheon, because it's also recommended in the beginning of the book to choose a pantheon that you feel that you would be able to connect with. And there are 14 Celtic pantheon cards. Here is the back of those cards. And these also have 14 gods and goddesses in here as well, and they are all labelled with the information. So this is the card for Cernunnos. And Ceridwen. So that's very good the way that's been set out. Of course, you could choose a Greek pantheon if you wish, but the cards that come with the set are those two pantheons. Then there are very useful information cards about Qabalah, or the Tree of Life. So first of all, there is a separate set of cards for each of the Sephira, and it actually includes an extra Sephira that is not always used as well. So there are 11 cards for each of the Sephira. So this one, for example, is showing Keter at the top, number 1 Sephira. So for example, if you're going to read the information on Keter, that's at the top there, there's the information on the back. And there's correspondences as well. So there's all the basic information that you need to learn Qabalah with this as well. And there is also then 22 cards for each of the paths of the Qabalah. So they are all labelled at the top. And there is also the Hebrew letter corresponding for each one. So it mentions the path at the top, and then it shows the highlighted path on the back of the card, so you can see where that's located. So I think these are great information cards. They are the best information cards I have seen for the Qabalah. And there are a few correspondences for the paths of Qabalah as well, and the corresponding tarot card for the paths, because that's important, especially if you are going to relate Qabalah to tarot, because the tarot completely relates to Qabalah. So that is a great way to learn how the tarot cards with the paths of Qabalah, how they fit together. So the information on the CDs is very useful as well, because it relates to every chapter in the workbook. It's a really worthwhile workbook and CD course. I'll just show you how the CDs are packaged. They are put into 2 cardboard folders, for example, and here are 3 of the CDs here that are all put into each of the segments, the sections of the cardboard, and the listing of all of the different CD tracks is listed as well, and they're also listed again and numbered. They're all listed and numbered on the CDs, as well as the cardboard cover that they're placed into. So that's really easy to follow. And the book has got all of the chapters in here in the front of the book as well. So for people who are interested in this course of Western magic that particularly is about Qabalah and other aspects of Western magic as well, this is really worth getting. It may be a bit hard to get. You may have to look at the website for the publisher. The publisher is Sounds True, and they are still publishing a number of things. I'll put the details below the video, but I recommend this course if you're able to get it, because it's one of the best that I have seen. It's quite comprehensive. It's one of the best that I have seen. There are not many course kits that are actually part of a mystery school, and one that is well regarded and one that is still functioning. So I think this is a really great set and a really great kit. So I'm going to put the details below the video. It's Your Unseen Power by Dolores Ashcroft-Nowicki. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about that course kit about Western magic and Qabalah. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.